Welcome or welcome back to What You Wish For. If you are new here, welcome. This is your space where you get all the tools, tips, tricks, techniques to get what you want, to manifest whatever you want, to live your dream life, being your dream self. This is your space of reinventing yourself into your most powerful self and creating your best reality. In our previous video, if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. It's definitely going to help you. It's going to change your life. So in our previous video, we talked about how powerful you actually are. But in this video, we will be talking about, now that you know you're powerful, how to manifest what you want, how to consciously manifest what you want. We are always manifesting anyway, but on a subconscious level. We don't really know what we are manifesting. But you are here, that means you are here to manifest something. You have some desires that you want to manifest, or you just want to try out what law of attraction, law of assumption, and all of those things are. So in today's video, we will be talking about 3 steps that you need to take to manifest anything you want. And these 3 steps are pretty broad but very easy. And you will find everything you need on our channel. So let's get right into it. Step number 1, figure out what you want. Now that's very obvious, right? You'll say it's obvious. You are here, that means you want something, and then you have to figure out what you want. Doesn't make sense. But actually, a lot of people have problems in assigning what goals to manifest when and how. So for example, sometimes we say that you need to live in the end. You don't have to do all those steps in the middle. All you have to do is think of the end. And that means if you want 10 million subscribers and you haven't even started your YouTube channel yet, it is going to be a little difficult for you to even believe that you have 10 million subscribers. Or if you are at a place where you are not getting paid enough and you dream of being a millionaire or multimillionaire, billionaire, when you think about that goal, there are going to be a lot of resistant thoughts, and a lot of doubts that you have for yourself. So how do we solve it? We figure out what we want in a way that our own thoughts will not play against us. And if they do, we can easily manage them. Because we have to make ourselves believe that whatever you want is very much achievable. Which it is. It is very much achievable. You can attract it easily. But a lot of times we have those resistant thoughts, we have limiting beliefs that do not let us work towards it, that do not let us manifest it. They're creating that resistance. So that's why you need to figure out what you want. But sometimes your goals are way too small or the goals are way too big. So you have to figure out what just the right kind of goal is for you. For example, you want to be a billionaire, but right now your salary is not even close to it, right? The money that you're receiving is not even close to what you want in life. So what you do is, instead of immediately thinking of being a billionaire, you can think of a smaller goal, but a goal that is going to be a part of those steps that you are taking for being a billionaire. So for example, you can think of $1 million instead, if that makes it more believable. Or what you can do is you can think of having a certain job or certain sources of income that are going to provide you with abundance of money. So if you think that every month you receive this much profit for yourself, and that profit is a very good amount for you to be on your way to your goal, then that is your manifestation goal. This is basically for those who are either new to manifestation or they have not really been actively trying to manifest much. So this is a good practice for you. Try smaller goals, but not too small And yeah, that's step number one. But step number one also comes with step number 1.1, I guess, if one 1A 1B. And that step is, once you have that goal in mind, create a reminder of it. You can either draw or paint it, you can write it and keep it in front of your mirror as an affirmation, or you can, my favorite thing to do is, you can go to Pinterest, make a little bit like small collage of 4, 5, 6 pictures and put it as your wallpaper. So keep a reminder to yourself. You can also try keeping a certain note for yourself, that this is what I have achieved or this is what I do, and you can put it, I don't know, in your notebook, diary, journal, wherever you want, wherever you go, or you check that thing a lot. So if you write your journal every day, then you put it in there. Step number 2 is figuring out what your life will be. What will it be like when you have what you want? When you have manifested your goal, then what your life is going to be like. Then what your everyday life is going to be like. Some event that, either some event that is like a milestone celebration, right? Or you can, for example, if you have, if your goal is to have $1 million, or if your goal is to be financially free, for example, then what you can imagine is you doing things which you always think that I'll do it when I have enough money, when I'm a millionaire I'll be doing that. So those things, you think of those things, or what your daily life is going to be like after you have manifested that particular desire. Because when you manifest, you don't think about that thing. You think about, or you feel the way you're going to feel when you have what you want. So this is where you can bring in your creativity, and actually you can feel excited about it, because it's going to be a nice thing for you to manifest something that you want, and definitely going to be happy. So we are anyway vibrating at a higher frequency then. So think about how you are going to deal with people, how you are going to talk with people, what your daily routine is going to be like, where will you be living, what are the kind of people you'll be surrounding with, what are the kind of conversations you'll be having with your friends or the people you're surrounding yourself with. So figure out what your life will be like once you have manifested what you want, because this is what we use while we use the techniques. And this brings me to the third point, which is figure out the technique that works for you. Not every technique works for everyone. A lot of people do not like writing. When I started off with manifesting and the techniques that I use, and I started off with, I think it was 555 technique, all I could think about was how my hand is cramping. So I did not I was not very used to writing by hand during that time. I was more used to typing, so then my hand just kept cramping and I could not focus on what I want. Instead, my vibrations were lower because I was just complaining about my hand. So figure out the technique that works for you. A lot of people like to write. That just makes them feel that it as more real. That makes them feel as if it's more real. So that is what I was trying to say before I malfunctioned. Yeah, so figure out the technique, and you are going to find a lot of tools and techniques on our channel itself, and there are a lot more coming. So stay tuned for that. So the third step, find out what technique works for you. But one technique that I will advise almost everyone to do at least once a day, or especially while going to sleep at night, because that works for me wonderfully, is to visualize and then go to sleep. Visualize what your life is going to be like when you have what you want, and sleep while you are visualizing. Visualize that on repeat, and yes, that is one of the things that puts me in a high vibration state, and that is even better, especially when you're going to go to sleep. And yeah, so I want you all to try it too. and see if it works for you, which I'm sure it will. So these were the 3 steps. So to reiterate, 1, figure out what you want. 2, figure out what your life is going to be like when you have what you want. And 3, figure out the technique. My personal advice is to always go to sleep while visualizing, while feeling that you are who you will be when you have what you want. So that was it for today's video. We really hope this helped. Let us know if this worked for you. Let us know if you're trying to make it work for you, if you are starting on this new journey. If you liked our content, then please like, share, subscribe, comment, you know the drill. And thank you so much for tuning in. We really hope this helped.